Meanwhile, as over 6 million Israelis head to the ballots, the IDF is imposing a day-long closure at crossings into the West Bank and Gaza. And so with the exception of humanitarian cases like hospital visits, all entry and exit from Gaza and the PA-controlled areas of the West Bank will be barred until midnight on Tuesday. Israeli citizens, however, will be permitted to cross between Israel proper and the West Bank territories, though thousands of Palestinians, most of whom have work permits to come into Israel daily, will be out of luck, especially as closing the crossings on national holidays and vacation days is normal practice. And for security purposes, it's a good practice in action, as already overnight Monday, just as soldiers were closing the crossings, shots were fired at an Israeli outpost in the northern West Bank village of Yabat. Additionally, while no injuries were reported, the shooter is still on the run. Then in Israel's prisons, convicted Hamas terrorists, Palestinian Islamic Jihad terrorists, and other security prisoners continued on with their planned hunger strike. This despite an alleged agreement with Israel to postpone it after Israel supposedly gave in to prisoners' demands to remove cell phone signal jammers and install payphones. Israeli sources denied such reports, however, which may explain why the protests continued as planned. And at any rate, Public Security Minister Gilad Erdan already prepared for this eventuality by securing additional medical staff at Israel's prisons so as not to overload any hospitals. And again, he also added in his weekend address in Kfar Saba that, believe me, terrorists dying from a hunger strike is the last thing that bothers me.